Today I get some rounds with the GOAT. One of the GOATs. You know what I mean? Two GOATs. Iron sharpen iron.
Leaked footage of Terence "Bud" Crawford sparring the legend, Olympic gold medalist, two-division champion, and Hall of Famer Andre S.O.G. Ward.
What is there to talk about? You fighting the best fighter in the world. You better be taking it serious. You know, that goes to show, you know, how serious he's taking me and how much he respects me.
Terence Crawford's leaked sparring and training footage for the upcoming fight with Canelo Alvarez has created major buzz in the boxing world. The clips show Crawford's sharp movement, quick combinations, and relentless pace inside the gym. Terence Crawford is reportedly sparring with former champion Andre Ward as part of his preparation for the upcoming fight against Canelo Alvarez. This partnership has drawn attention since Ward's technical skills and ring intelligence make him an ideal sparring partner. Training with someone of Ward's caliber could sharpen Crawford's strategy and timing. Fans believe this move shows how seriously Crawford is taking the fight, ensuring he is fully prepared for Canelo's power and experience.
Leaked footage of Terence "Bud" Crawford sparring the legend, Olympic gold medalist, two-division champion, and Hall of Famer Andre S.O.G. Ward. And people are speculating Andre Ward is helping Terence Crawford prepare for his upcoming showdown in September against Saul Canelo Alvarez. But that's just simply not the truth. The truth of the matter is that this sparring is old. This is not up-to-date sparring for Terence "Bud" Crawford. This is old sparring. But nonetheless, Terence Crawford has people like Andre Ward that can help him prepare for Canelo Alvarez and are willing to do so. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know what y'all think. Who wins this fight?
Simon Jordan's opinion carries weight in the sports media world, and his bold statement about Terence Crawford being the man who might finally solve the puzzle of Canelo Alvarez has sparked serious debate. By calling Crawford the kryptonite to Canelo, Jordan is suggesting that Crawford possesses the exact mix of style, intelligence, and adaptability that could neutralize Canelo's strengths. Throughout his career, Crawford has shown the ability to adjust mid-fight, dismantling opponents with patience and precision. Against a fighter like Canelo, who thrives on controlling tempo and punishing mistakes, this adaptability could indeed be the decisive factor. Jordan's take builds excitement around the matchup by framing Crawford as the rare fighter who could genuinely challenge the dominance of Canelo.
I went straight away with Crawford, and so did Spence. I mean, other people that we've spoken to, I think Paul Smith and other people that sit on the show with us think it will be Canelo Alvarez because of size. We've seen Canelo Alvarez take that journey up to light heavy and find himself coming up against Dimitri Bivol and not being able to do what he does at super middleweight. I just think that Crawford is such a fighter of such stature and competence that he might just be the kryptonite to Saul Alvarez.
Crawford himself has emphasized that he does not approach any opponent lightly regardless of their name or status. He has repeatedly explained that he trains with equal intensity for everyone. For the upcoming clash with Canelo, Crawford has made it clear that nothing changes. This mindset shows that he does not get caught up in hype or intimidation. By treating every fight as the most important of his career, Crawford keeps himself sharp and disciplined. His preparation for Canelo will reflect the same attention to detail, conditioning, and tactical planning that have defined his reign as one of the most technically gifted fighters of this era.
At the end of the day, you know, when you look at Spence, that was my biggest challenge. When you look at Postal, that was my biggest challenge. When you look at Majmov, that was one of my big challenges because I was moving up in weight and, you know, given the circumstances that, you know, his background, amateur background and things like that, Gamboa was my biggest. They all big challenges in their own right.
Have you put on a lot of weight or muscle? Like, how is it in that department? Because I know a lot of people have said, like, hey, you're fighting a big guy, 168, who's used to fighting guys that are bigger than him. It might be smart to put on a little bit more, like, mass.
It comes natural with working out.
Yeah.
You know, like I said before, the only thing about this camp different than any other camp is I don't got to cut muscle. I don't got to, you know, watch what I do in strength and conditioning, I can, go fully all out, and just do what I need to do to get stronger.
To you, how much is the skull fight performance kind of like a thing you're keeping an eye on?
Well, that's not a fight that I really, look into because, Canelo is a great fighter, and one bad performance don't define a fighter, given the circumstances of his previous fights, and we looking forward to Canelo being the best Canelo that he can be. Skull might not have made him get to that point where he felt any danger or any significance where he had to go to that deeper level in training or take the fight as serious as he's taking this fight. So, I don't know what was up with that fight.
Yeah, some said that, and let me know just your perspective on this. Some have said that you have to fight like Skull in order to win the fight. Like, do you feel that you have to fight that way to beat Canelo, or you're like, nah, like I could beat him in the mid-distance?
Just fight my fight, you know what I mean? A lot of people, they have their opinions. They have, what's going to happen.
Among fans and commentators, one common concern is the politics of boxing, particularly when a superstar like Canelo Alvarez is involved. Some voices argue that if the fight is judged fairly, Crawford has the tools to win, but the fear of a rigged decision lingers. The prospect of Crawford winning cleanly against Canelo excites fans because it would open the door to a massive future showdown with David Benz. Such a fight would not only showcase two elite fighters, but also be a generational spectacle for boxing. Crawford's potential victory over Canelo would redefine pound-for-pound rankings and force promoters to explore the Crawford-Benavidez matchup as the next blockbuster. This scenario adds even more stakes to the upcoming bout as it could reshape the sports landscape.
He should know by firsthand what Crawford like. His older son then got his ass whooped by Terence Crawford already. He feared that if Crawford beat the shit out of Canelo, the world gonna scream for Crawford versus Benavidez.
Yeah, right. Crawford don't want that, bro. Don't forget Turkey offered Crawford that fight already. Chill.
And he said he'll take it.
Nah, he asked for a 64-pound catch weight.
Yeah.
Turkey sent the offer for 64 pounds.
Yeah. We know what's up.
We know what's up.
That fat boy don't want it with Crawford. Benavidez don't look like he in shape.
Lord of mercy.
That boy start training camp a week before the fight, and then he get on the scale. You starve yourself. Stop playing. That boy don't got an ab. He ain't got a definition of a muscle.
Respected trainer Robert Garcia has voiced confidence in Canelo Alvarez, noting that Canelo is taking this fight very seriously. Garcia pointed out that Canelo will not approach Crawford the way he did in the lackluster John Ryder bout, where his performance drew criticism. Instead, Garcia believes Canelo will enter the ring fully prepared, motivated, and strategically sharp. At the same time, he acknowledged that Crawford is a dangerous fighter who cannot be underestimated. Garcia respects Crawford's determination and ability, but ultimately he puts his money on Canelo. His analysis reflects the split among experts. Some admire Crawford's adaptability, while others remain loyal to Canelo's proven track record and championship experience.
But I go based on Canelo's last two performances where flat-footed, one punch at a time. But I don't see him doing that. I think he's gonna fucking fight tough in this fight. So more likely Canelo's gonna win. Maybe even hurt Crawford. But do I think Crawford has a chance? 100%.
I don't see Crawford running. I think Crawford, if he goes out on his shield like Spence.
Exactly, and he's got good skills too to fight a perfect fight and win a decision. But it's gonna be tough.
Does he have enough power to keep Canelo off him? Canelo takes a good punch.
Why not? But Canelo doesn't pressure that hard anymore. He doesn't put that pressure anymore. So combinations, movements, boom, 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 defense. Could get knocked out in the last round, even if he's winning every single round. But he's got to fight a perfect fight. Can he do it? I think he can. But I still put my money on Canelo if I have to.
Ryan Garcia offered his own perspective on the fight, praising Terence Crawford for his slick defense and impressive ability to slip punches. According to Ryan, Crawford has the skills to avoid Canelo's power shots and to frustrate him with movement. He also recognized Crawford's strength and grit, calling him a tough and remarkable fighter. Yet, despite the compliments, Ryan Garcia does not envision Crawford winning. His stance reflects the confidence many have in Canelo's size, durability, and championship pedigree.
There's no footwork that Canelo Alvarez haven't seen. He's seen the footwork of Floyd Mayweather. He's seen the footwork of Lara. He's seen the footwork of Plant and Billy Joe Saunders, and he's seen people switch up just like he's seen that before. He's seen the Daniel Jacobs switch up. Go watch the third round of the Daniel Jacobs fight with Canelo Alvarez. He's seen the switch up, and then he was putting on a beating on Daniel Jacobs when he switched, and he made him switch right back. He's seen switches. He's seen movement. He's got hit with the power punches by Triple G, Kovalev, and stuff like that. He felt that. Ain't nothing that Terence Crawford's going to bring to the table that Canelo Alvarez cannot handle. IQ. He's been with the ring with IQ. He's been in the ring with that. He's been in the ring with people with constant pressure. He's been in the ring with that. Terence Crawford don't got nothing that Canelo Alvarez haven't experienced. Terence Crawford got nothing that Canelo Alvarez haven't beaten. Terence Crawford's got nothing to overwhelm Canelo Alvarez. He don't have the high-value punching of Bivol. He don't throw 700 punches a fight. He don't throw He don't throw over 50 punches around. 60 punches around. He don't do it, so he's not going to overwhelm Canelo Alvarez. He's not going to overpower Canelo Alvarez. As a matter of fact, we got the footwork. We ain't seen all that magical footwork versus Majumov. We ain't seen that magical footwork versus Majumov. We ain't seen the defensive whiz. He's not a defensive whiz, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to tell you like this. Terence Crawford is good and is great. Going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. But ladies and gentlemen, let's not forget that Terence Crawford does not have a first-tier Hall of Fame resume.